Good morning and welcome to day 2 of your Empower free 5-day wellness challenge. How did it go? First day with dropping the sugar yesterday. We're going to continue that all the way through this week, as I said yesterday. So today we're going to add another little focus to the week, another important one, another incredibly effective one when it comes to all sorts of goals: weight loss, more energy, different body shape. But we're going to go deeper into why protein is such an important factor throughout all of life, but specifically throughout menopause. So, did you know that during menopause, protein becomes even more important due to the declining levels of estrogen? So, because of the declining levels of estrogen, that means that generally we will get declining muscle mass and declining bone density. Two things that we want to preserve for as long as possible, to be strong, to be able, and to be independent for as long as possible. So as you can see here, protein plays many roles in all of these. So hormone production, muscle maintenance, as I just said, blood sugar regulation. So as we go through this week, what you'll realise is that the things that we look at are all related to each other. They all play a really important part. So hence why, upping your exercise, upping your strength exercise is great, fantastic, but it's just one piece of the puzzle. We need that whole health approach to make sure that we are, going to be feeling good, going to be feeling energized, and we're minimizing those hormonal menopause symptoms that can happen. So energy levels, hair health, weight management, as I just said. Researchers are now advising, and have been for a little while, to be honest, that a meal, for example, that follows an exercise session, so a strength exercise session for a woman in menopause in particular, should consist of a minimum of around 30 to 40 grams of protein. So what does that look like? Typical chicken breast if you eat meat. It can be a combination of things if you're vegetarian or vegan. So think of your kind of Buddha bowl concept. You've got some good grains in there like quinoa, bulgur wheat. You've got some pulses. You've got some eggs if you can eat eggs, dairy, nuts, seeds. So it's about adding these things together to make sure that we're getting a good amount of protein from our food. So how do you do with your protein intake? Do you know how much protein you're getting? Have you had this focus before? Or are you not really sure? So protein, why is it so important? It is the building block of a healthy body, essentially. As estrogen drops, we're at risk of more health issues such as osteoporosis and, of course, sarcopenia. Sarcopenia is the gradual loss of muscle mass, and that can start in our very early 30s. The main point here is that more muscle means less fat and a healthier metabolism. Unlike extra fat, which we can store very easily, and it might be bum, belly, thighs, we've all got those areas that we like to hold it. We don't store lots of extra amino acids, which is what your proteins are made up of. So protein is always getting used, recycled, and sometimes excreted. Okay, so we don't store it, so we have to keep topping up. If we don't get enough protein, our body will then start to plunder it from parts that we need, so such as muscles. And this is where things like weight loss drugs, things like really cutting lots of calories, so really strict diets, can mean that, yes, you might well lose weight, of course, because you're eating less and you're not eating enough. However, that weight will mainly consist of muscle. So it's not necessarily, most of the time, it's not the healthy option. So we have to keep constantly replenishing our protein by eating it, as we said. So how much is enough? like I said earlier, with the 30 to 40 grams per meal, especially after exercise. But a rough guide for you, and there's been some updated research on this just very recently, but we're going to keep to the rough guide, should be 1 to 1.5 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. Okay, so if you're weighing 70 kilos, then obviously you want 70 to 105, 110 grams of protein a day. Okay, there's plenty of trackers and whatnot out there. It might be for you. Some of my clients thrive from using things like that. Some of them, it just doesn't work very well at all. So there's different ways. If you're not into tracking and you don't like looking at numbers and counting calories and looking at grams, it's always an effective process to go through. However, we've always got options. So a little takeaway tool for you today is our hand size portions that we can use. We always got a hand with us, hopefully. If you don't know how much you're getting at present protein wise, then this can be a good tool. So 1 palm of protein, okay? 1 palm of protein is what you want minimum per meal, okay? 1.5 is ideal, okay? And that's going to help you to get a good level protein for you that you need. So today, I would like you to tell me where your protein sources are coming from with your meals. Share your meals, share your food. Let's get some recipe sharing going on. Share your good tips. My food is actually quite boring. I like to keep it simple, but I'm more than happy to share away today to give you a few examples as well. So we are doing no added sugar, and we are having a protein focus. These are the two main focuses for our food this week. And these are literally two of the best things you can do for yourself food-wise. Nothing has to be too complicated. It is how you work it, how you fit it into your day that can be the challenging thing, and gaining the consistency with that. But again, that's what we work together on a lot more in the Empowered Coaching programs. So let me know where your protein's coming from. Let's have a look at how we're eating, what we're eating, why we're eating what we're eating. And I look forward to seeing those in the group today. Enjoy.